And good morning or afternoon, whichever one you want to call it. It's around that time of the day, I guess. Welcome to the USC Aiken Convocation Center for tonight's non-conference matchup between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Mars Hill Lions. Part of the the Peach Belt and SAC crossover tournament, day one. Going to have a couple matches today between USC Aiken and Tusculum and Mars Hill. So those will be the two matches for USC Aiken. Augusta's up on the other court playing Tusculum right now, but we're going to give you this game and this game only.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting tournament. There's a lot of really big region play implications in this tournament. If the Pacers can sweep this tournament, they'll be in good position going into the latter part of the season for the regional rankings. There's a lot, and even so, they can also get some help from Augusta. If Augusta wins a lot of games here, that could increase our strength of schedule, make our chances a little bit better of hosting the regional if the Pacers season continues the way it has.
And we are underway here at USC Aiken. Telon setting it up for Christine Carroll, who sends it on over. Mars Hill corrals it. Block on the net, and it's going to be a point Pacers to start things off. I'm Marcus Johnson, and alongside Jordan Phillips, thank you for joining us on this Friday, this beautiful Friday.
It is. It's really pretty outside. It's not too hot, not too muggy. It was pretty brutal yesterday. Not a fan of yesterday's weather.
Oh, yesterday was terrible. Telon serves it on up. Christine Carroll gets it and slams it on home as the dig sent it right back to her. Point Pacers.
Yeah, that one was teed up for Carroll. They might as well put a bow on that one. She was gonna destroy that one no matter what.
Emily Telon serving again, 2-0. Picked up by Kaiser. Here's the attack from Johnson. Pacers corral it. Telon sets it up for Avery Macklin. Sent back towards the net. Kept alive, though, by Mars Hill. Sent on over from the attack from Hostetler. And it's going to be in there for the kill. Point Mars Hill.
Yeah, Forster Martinez backing off that one, thinking it was going to hit the back side of the line there, but unfortunately it did not for them. And a kill for Christine Carroll. Having her playing better will be a big factor for this Pacer team going forward. She struggled a little bit there in the last couple matches. She had 10 kills in the last match, so she really got back on track in that match.
Allie Smith serves it up. Kaiser receives it. Here's the set and the attack, and that's slammed down right by Emily Telon. Not much she could do there. Mars Hill knots it up at 3. Going back to serve, the libero, Sarah Lorick. Martinez receives the serve. Telon with the set. Julia Forster on the attack and gets it through the blockers, and there's kill number 1 for Julia Forster.
And so begins what she hopes is a historic day in her career here at the University of South Carolina Aiken.
As she already reached the top 10 in her last match against Augusta. We'll see if she can make it back-to-back historic games. Bryn Bonner back to serve for the Pacers. She's got a beautiful serve when she really gets a hold of it. And Alicia Hines coming onto the court and slamming a kill home. Again, the serve reception was not clean enough. Sent it back to the Pacers side, and Hines making them pay.
Yeah, that one hung in the air way too long, and Hines just dropped that one down with some power behind it.
Bonner serve again. Kaiser received. There's the set and the attack. Tipped over and gets over to the other side of the net. Mars Hill corralling it, though. There's the attack off the blockers. Telon set. Attack from Avery Macklin. Allie Smith right there to get it, though. Telon, Forster attacks. Ooh, Alicia Hines getting an assist off the block, and she gets it down there for the kill.
Just a little tap over, and that's a kill for Hines, her second of the match.
Good heads-up play there by Alicia Hines, reacting after the block sent it right over to her. And Bonner again with the serve. Mars Hill setting up. Sent over. Telon shoveling it on over. Going for that campfire kill, which I just learned was the appropriate phrasing of that. Julia Forster tipping it. Corralled in the Mars Hill end. Sent over off the blockers. And that's going to be a point for Mars Hill on an error for the Pacers.
Yeah, they'll call that a double hit for Alicia Hines. And who told you the campfire kill? Who was that? Where'd that come from?
Oh, that came from Mrs. Forster, actually.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad
I'll take her word for it.
Yeah, exactly. From the highest authority.
As official, Mrs. Forster is the highest authority.
As far as this broadcast goes, that is true.
Back to serve for Mars Hill. Is somebody wearing a different jersey than what we have on here? We do not have a number 6 on our score sheet, so we're going to have to try to get that cleared up in a little bit. We apologize for that. Martinez receives the dig. Telon sets it up for Alicia Hines, who just tips it, and she's going to get another kill.
Hines having a great match so far, just making those little tip plays and killing every single time, it seems. Good job by Alicia Hines so far.
Kayla Duggan will serve for the Pacers. She's in her first action of the match. Good serve by Duggan. Marcel having trouble corralling it. They're just going to bump it on over to the Pacer end. Telon sets it up. Julia Forster attacks, and she's going to get a kill. Looking for that back corner, and she found it.
And that's the second kill of the match for Forster, but actually Duggan was out there on that very first play. I barely saw her myself. She came off for Macklin, I believe, right after that. So it'd be interesting to see how much time she gets today against Mars Hill.
Well, she serves it up again. Hostetler. There's the attack. Martinez dug it out. Telon sets it up for Hines. Dug out by the libero Lorick. Set the attack from Mars Hill, and that's going to sail out. Point Pacers. In fact, that may have even gone off the antenna. Either way, it hit outside the line. Duggan serving again. A little too much behind that serve as it sails out, and that'll be a point for Mars Hill. 9-5 your score. Abby King is number 6 on the team, and she's not even on the roster here. But I've just written her in, so we are good. Serve on its way and sent out. The serve from Elizabeth Kaiser.
Nice agility by Martinez to get out of the way of that play.
And Julia Forrester will head back to serve for the Pacers, 10-5. Serve on its way. Received by Butler. Kept alive by Lorick. Sent on over. Martinez digging it out. Telon going for that campfire kill, and she's going to get it. Looking for that back corner, and she found it. A little look of surprise on her face. I think she thought it was going to go out.
Oh, that was gorgeous. That was absolutely perfectly placed. Right on the line there in the corner.
And here comes the first timeout of the match, and it's going to be taken by Mars Hill. And before we head to a break, I'd like to thank the Concierge Team, a real estate boutique looking for a home in the Aiken area. Contact Mike Stake to get that done. And we are back. Forrester still serving for the Pacers with an 11-5 lead. Bump set at the net. Here's the attack. Pacers able to get it. Telon bump sets it now. Allie Smith attacks, and she finds the corner for the kill.
And regardless, I think that went off a fingertip at the net either way. So that's a beautiful kill by Allie Smith.
And for a second, it looked like it was going to go up, but she got a nice curve on it, put it right down in the corner. Serve from Forrester. Set at the net. There's the attack. And it sails out. Good job there by Kayla Duggan to keep her arms off of it. Read it perfectly. Gets the point for the Pacers.
And luckily for the blockers, they jumped a little early on that play.
Lorick gets the dig. Tipped by Hines. Sent back over. And it's a point for the Pacers. A little confusion on the whistle there. I didn't know if it came from upstairs or from here.
I thought it had come up from upstairs, but...
Serve on its way, set at the net. There's the attack off the blockers, and that's going to go out. And that will be a kill for, I believe, Lauren Hostetler.
It will be.
Rebecca Butler serves it for Mars Hill. Telon sets it up. Hines with it. Dug out by the Lions. Kept going off the blockers, kept in. And not sure what that was. That just looked like a bad set there for Abby King. And it's going to result in another point for the Pacers.
Come on, talk it up, Hill.
Rebecca Martinez will serve it for the Pacers now. Received by Butler. Set. There's the attack from Mars Hill. Attack by Allie Smith. Good dig there by King. Keeping it going. Rebecca Martinez now getting the dig. Telon sets it on up. There's the attack from USC Aiken. And it looks like a ball handling error is going to result in a Pacer point.
And one interesting thing to keep an eye on throughout this match is Mars Hill coming into this match leads the nation. That's right, the nation in both digs and digs per set. So they are an excellent defensive team, and it'll be interesting to see how they handle this Pacer attack going forward.
Ooh, good attack there, and a kill from Lauren Hostetler as she just, well, she basically put it to Rebecca Martinez and said, you don't have a chance with this one.
Yeah, she put that one down with some heat behind it. That was an excellent attack.
Mars Hill taking back the serve, 16-7 your score. A little over halfway through set number one. Duggan. And going for the campfire kill again, Telon. Mars Hill read it though, blocked at the net by Christine Carroll and Allie Smith.
Whew, that was brutal. That was beautiful work by Smith and Carroll, jumping at exactly the right time and just knocking that one out of the air.
And Mars Hill tried to send it over softly, trying to tap it over the blockers, but Smith and Carroll read it perfectly and ended up just slamming it right back in their faces. And Lauren Howard will come on out to the court. Just had her senior spotlight premiere a couple days ago. It was a good interview between her and Brielle Jungblood.
I think the senior spotlights are one of my favorite features. I really like the one with Kelsey Sperlin. She has a very interesting story. I didn't realize just how much she's been through as far as, physical ailments and whatnot goes.
Yeah, a tough road, but she's coming through the better for it. Here comes the attack from Hostetler. Pacers trying to keep it alive. Howard managed to get over there. Overpass from Martinez keeps the point alive. Mars Hill sets it up from Martinez, digging. Howard setting. Attack from Forrester. Picked up by Johnson. Attack from Kaiser. And that's going to result in a point for the Lions.
Yeah, the dig there, but Carroll just not quite able to get into position to make the play.
Hostetler back to serve again. 17-8 your score. Lauren Howard with the set. Christine Carroll attacks and punches it through the blockers for the kill.
Yeah, she was in perfect position to make that kill. There was no doubt about that one.
She's having a better time beating out the blockers this match. Her last two, she tried doing that, and the blockers were just too good. But this time, she's been able to. And Allie Smith served, looking to tap it on over. Not enough behind it. Service error gives the ball back to Mars Hill. Sarah Lorick serves it. Howard sets it for Carroll. Dug on out. Back to the Pacer end. Martinez with the bump set. Duggan, tip attack, kept going. Allie Smith gets a bad dig on it, but it's kept alive. Julia Forster sends it on over. Mars Hill corrals it in their own end. Here's the attack. Howard again getting a dig and a little jump ball there. And Carroll just didn't win the battle. Mars Hill did, and I believe that was Abby King.
I think it was. It was indeed.
Abby King gets credited with that kill. Lorick serves it again. Allie Smith receives it. Howard sets it up for Duggan off the blockers. And down. Good job on the block by Mars Hill.
That was. Duggan served that one and tried to beat those blockers out, but there was no chance on that play. Those blockers were airtight.
Howard sets it up again for Julia Forrester, and there's another kill for Jules Forrester.
That's number 3 on the match for Forrester, so she's 4 away from 1,000 now.
Nice easy pace. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say.
Now Bonner on to serve for the Pacers.
See what kind of serve she goes with here. Looking for the back line, received. Here's the attack from Mars Hill. Lauren Howard with the dig. Smith sets it up for Duggan off the blocker and down. Point Pacers. Bonner serving it up again. Oh, and it's a service ace for Bryn Bonner. She got it nice and low, and Hostetler couldn't get it properly. Good job there. I said it before. She's got a great serve, and that just proves it. Yeah. And another timeout coming on up, 21-11. Pacers leading Mars Hill as we take a short break. And USC Aiken Athletics is brought to you in part by the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. And by Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. And we welcome you back to the Convocation Center. Marcus Johnson along with Jordan Phillips. It's 21-11 in the waning moments of set number one. Pacers leading Mars Hill. Mars Hill just took a timeout. Hence the break. Kayla Duggan still serving. Not Kayla Duggan, Bryn Bonner still serving. I was doing that earlier in the year while I was mixing the two of them up. I thought I was over that.
There's about a foot's height difference in the two of them, so I'm a little confused on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I think it's their hairstyles. Their hair is very similar, or maybe not. I don't know. And Duggan, Bonner. Sends it on. Now I'm just going to be doing it for the rest of the match.
Duggan goes with the straight pony, whereas Bryn Bonner has more of a fishtail braid. That's how you can tell the difference.
The fact that you knew that it was a fishtail braid is kind of scaring me.
I had long hair, of course.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Mars Hill takes over on the serve, though. Abby King with it. Forrester receives the serve, and Howard keeps it alive, though. Overpass from Martinez. Set at the net by King. There's the attack. Ooh, nice kill from Rebecca Butler, finding that back corner. That was just a textbook play.
Yeah, but some pinpoint accuracy on that play. Dropped it right in the corner. No chance for the Pacers to make a play there.
King again serving. Allie Smith receives it. Julia Forrester bumps it back into play, and Duggan sends it on over. Here's the attack from Mars Hill, and that's going to be a kill for the Lions, getting past the blockers. Forrester receives the serve there. Howard sets it on up. And it's going to be a point for Mars Hill on either a ball handling error or a net violation.
I think it'll be a ball handling error.
Mars Hill on a bit of a run here. 4 unanswered points off the break. Ellie Smith, Lauren Howard tipping it over. Mars Hill keeping it going, sent it on over. Martinez sets for Duggan. King gets the attack on the dig there. Here's the attack from the Lions. Pacers. Howard looking for that campfire kill, not to be. Mars Hill counters it, sends it on over with an attack of their own. Howard gets the dig, though. Martinez setting it on up. Julia Forrester on the attack, and there's another kill for Julia Forrester.
And that's number 4 on the day for Forrester. 3 more, and we've got 1,000.
Duggan serving it on up, and a service ace for Kayla Duggan. The 23-15. Kayla Duggan getting the service ace, and she'll head right back to serve it up again. Received by Lorick. Set at the net by King. There's the attack. Martinez gets the dig. Lauren Howard setting it on up. There's the attack from Allie Smith, and she just put a little too much behind it. Sent it out. Good effort, though. Mars Hill takes the point and gets the serve back. Serve coming up from Elizabeth Kaiser. Martinez receives it. Power with the set. Abagu attacks, and she beats past the blockers for another Pacer point, and it is set point Pacers 24-16 with Julia Forrester serving. Serve on its way. And it's a service ace for Julia Forrester to close out set number 1, 25-16, the final for the first set. And we are going to take a short break as we get set for set number 2. Pacers up 1-0. And welcome back to USC Aiken Volleyball at the USC Aiken Convocation Center. Game 1 of the SAC PBC crossover tournament. USC Aiken versus... Okay, I can't take them seriously now. They're messing with me. I may need to just cut off the air now because they're...
Shout out to the families of Christine Carroll, Avery Macklin, and Allie Smith. Apparently we weren't paying attention enough. We gotta get our heads in the game, Marcus. And
I mean, I was paying attention to them. I just thought they were losing their minds.
I was texting the code monkeys to get some statistics for this next set here.
The code monkeys, I like it. I like it a lot. However, your job is now on the line because of that.
I know it is. So shout out to all those families watching at home. Your daughters say hello, and they say that last set was for you guys.
That's awfully nice of them. And also a shout out to the families that are here when if they rewatch the game. I know a few of them are here.
We know Julia Forster's parents are here. Rebecca Martinez, Kelsey Sperlin's parents are here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, anyway, we're about to start up set number 2. Paces up 1-0 as Emily Telon serves it up. And she's going to work a service ace. Couldn't corral it in the Mars Hill end, and the Pacers strike first in set 2.
That's the first ace of the match for Telon.
Thielen serving it on up again. Corralled and sent on over. Julia Forrester gets the dig. Thielen sets it on up for Avery Macklin, who punches it through the blockers and gets the kill.
And I believe that one was for the parents. That was beautiful.
That was for
Great
the
job by Avery that time. Just absolutely blasting that one through the Mars Hill defense.
So Avery Macklin has sent her hello to her parents. And Emily Thielen looking for another service. Is trying to roll it off the top of the net. Not going to happen, however, as it falls back onto the Pacers' side. Mars Hill gets the point.
I don't think that went how anybody thought it was going to go. I looked over, and Coach Cox had a big old grin on his face. I think that one was just kind of a...
It came this close to breaking the laws of physics, we'll say that.
It did.
Allie Smith receives the serve. Emily Thielen sets it up, and Avery Macklin puts it into her own net, and it's a point for Mars Hill.
And just like that, tied back up at 2.
Smith gets the dig, her reception. Now she sends the attack off the blockers. Carroll keeps it going. Thielen sending it back for Julia Forrester. Dug on out on the Mars Hill end. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Forrester gets the dig. Thielen sets it up. Allie Smith attacks, and there's the hello from Allie Smith. So that's 2 out of 3 who sent their hellos. Now we're just waiting on Christine Carroll.
She had a big first set with 3 kills. Now Allie Smith has matched her with that 3 kills in this match now.
Tipped on over. Martinez able to get to it in time. Julia Forrester sends it over. Kept alive by Mars Hill. Bump set. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Thielen digs it. Martinez setting it up for Avery Macklin. Looking for that back corner, and she'll find it for the kill.
Beautiful job by Macklin, just dropping it right in.
Allie Smith serving again. Just sends it on over with a knuckleball serve, and she'll get a service ace.
And makes up for that service error earlier in the first set.
Mars Hill setting up for the attack, tipped on over. Macklin gets the dig, and she ends up running into Emily Thielen, who was trying to get in position. And that's going to be a Mars Hill point on, I don't even know if you can call that a communication error. That was just a placement error.
Yeah, just poorly placed, it looks like.
New libero for Mars Hill. Number 22, Mary Kate Griffin, dons the pink libero jersey. And it's going to be a point for Mars Hill, 5-4, as the attack just sailed out. Mary Kay Griffin serving again. Martinez just gets to it in time. Carroll tipping it over. And she's going to get the kill. So there is your hello from Christine Carroll.
Christine Carroll doing an excellent job out there today. She's coming, making her presence felt in a big way out there with 4 kills so far.
Alicia Hines and Bryn Bonner come onto the court now. Bonner sends it on in. Set at the net. Tip attack, beautiful tip attack. Rebecca Butler read the defense perfectly, and Avery Macklin did all she could to try to get to it, but just was not in position. Abby King serving it up. Allie Smith receives. Thielen sets it up. Julia Forrester attacks and gets the kill. Julia Forrester 2 away from the 1,000 mark. Kayla Duggan coming onto the court now. She'll head right back to serve as Avery Macklin heads off. Becca Martinez also back out. Kayla Duggan serves it up. Set by King, and it's going to be a ball handling error. Pacers get the point.
And the Pacers stringing together a few points now, starting to pull ahead a little bit, get a lead, Bill.
Duggan serve on its way. Sent right back to the Pacer end. Duggan sets it up. Thielen sets. Hines attacks, tries to beat the blockers, but kept alive. King bump set. There's the attack. Thielen setting it up again. Julia Forrester attacks and just sends it out. That'll be a point for the Lions. Elizabeth Kaiser will serve for Mars Hill. 8-6 your score early in set number 2. Martinez rushes up to meet it. Thielon sets it up for Julia Forrester. And she's going to get another kill. Julia Forrester now 1 kill away.
She can almost taste history being hers today.
Serve on its way. Dug on out. Sent on over. Martinez digs it. Thielon sets for Alicia Hines, who gets it off the tips of the blockers. Bump set. Julia Forrester gets the dig, but it sails back to the Mars Hill end. Ooh, good job by Duggan to read where that was going. Keeps it alive. Allie Smith attacks and finds the back corner for the kill.
Beautiful job by Duggan. That was excellent effort on that play. I didn't think she had a chance on that one, but making herself long, getting those arms stretched out and making that play. Beautiful job.
And another timeout coming on up. And before we head into the break, I'd like to thank Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue, located just off of Whiskey Road. Head on into Willie Jewell's, where every dish is served with a side of Southern hospitality, and tell them that Pacer Sports sent you. And we are back, 10-6. Pacers leading Mars Hill in set number 2, also leading 1-0. Julia Forrester still back to serve. King setting it on up. Here's the attack. Duggan digs it. Tipped at the net. Thielon able to meet it. Sent back over. Duggan gets the dig. Martinez has to rush up to meet it. And the overpass from Duggan keeps the point alive. Set by King again. Ooh, good dig there by Julia Forrester. Allie Smith now sending it over with a bump. Here comes the set from Mars Hill. The attack. Thielon tips it over as well. King again getting the set. Here's the attack from Mars Hill off of Hines' hand and somehow kept alive by the combined effort of Thielon and Smith. Tipped again. Alicia Hines sends it back on over. Mars Hill not going quietly, sending the attack back. Kept alive. Thielon bumps it up high for Allie Smith. And Allie Smith comes up. Oh, no, she doesn't come up with the kill. The point is still alive. And now the whistle finally blows.
They'll finally blow it dead. And that was an excellent effort by both teams on that play. They were not willing to give the other an inch at all.
Pacers come away the victors of a hard-fought point. Mars Hill going to try to bounce back from it. There's the attack. Duggan gets the dig. Thielon sets it up. Allie Smith attacks off the net. Kept alive. And the whistle finally blows it dead. It'll be a point for Mars Hill.
I believe they'll call that one a net violation on the Pacers.
And that's going to be a point for Mars Hill. Pacers just couldn't corral it properly. Ended up going off of Martinez's face. Not as hard as that other one.
Definitely not. Yeah, that dig from Duggan there just came off her hands a little bit harder than she wanted it to, and it got over the net.
Butler's serve on its way. And it's tipped right back down as Duggan's reception wasn't clean. Mars Hill fighting their way back in, trailing now only by 2, 11-9. Thielon sets. Allie Smith attacks. Kept alive by Mars Hill. Here's their attack right now. Julia Forrester gets the dig. Thielon sets for Hines. Mars Hill keeping it alive as it was playing pinball on there, and Martinez trying to keep it. Duggan, overpass from Forrester. Point still is good.
Great job by Duggan there.
And that time it's going to be a point for Mars Hill as Emily Thielon was on the receiving end of a vicious attack. How much she could do there.
Yeah, Duggan making an incredible effort on that that original play there that she was able to save. Just wasn't quite in position to make the second play.
And Emily Thielon now having a couple words with the officials, trying to sort something out. Serve on its way. Julia Forrester receives it. Long set for Allie Smith across the court. Dug on out by Mars Hill. Kept alive. Overpass on its way. And it keeps the point going. Allie Smith back on the attack. Very hard attack. Kept alive as it's high in the air. Tipped right back down by Alicia Hines. Back to the Pacer end. Telon sets it up. Hines somehow keeping the point going there with a couple touches. Attack from Mars Hill, and that's going to hit the line. Forrester thought it was going to go out, but it didn't. And that's going to knock this game up at 11 points apiece.
Mars Hill battling right back into this one.
Coach Cox giving some words of advice to his players, trying to keep them from giving up this lead. Telon sets for Forrester. The attack dug out. Sent back to the Pacer end. Telon, Martinez, Allie Smith attacks now off the blockers. Kept alive. Bumped into the air. There's the attack. Martinez gets the dig. Telon setting it up. Julia Forrester charges forward and attacks. Good dig there by the Lions. Sent on over. Martinez again with the dig. Telon setting it up again. Allie Smith on the attack, and she's going to beat it past the blockers to retake the lead. Now Rebecca Martinez will serve for the Pacers. 12-11 the score. Pacers just retook the lead. Ooh, looking for that service ace. Mars Hill just gets to it in time, and they send it on over out. Point Pacers. Martinez's serve on the way. Picked up by Hostetler. Hostetler attacks now. Duggan digs it. Martinez set it up for Forrester, who sent it on in. Hostetler sends it over again. Duggan getting the dig. Telon now setting it up for Christine Carroll. Off the blockers. Telon gets it again. Martinez bump set for Allie Smith. Off the blockers one more time. Kept alive, though. Set in the air. There's the attack. Blocked by Carroll and Smith. Kept going on the Mars Hill end. And this time they're going to beat the blockers. Sent it right off the arm of Christine Carroll and Emily Telon for the perfect beat of the block.
And just give everybody an update about what's going on the upper court. The Tusculum Pioneers currently leading the Augusta Jaguars 2-0. In the third set, they're leading 16-11.
Augusta trying to fight their way back into it. Telon sends it on over. Mars Hill trying to keep the point alive. They're going for the overpass. It's on its way. Duggan gets to it. Telon setting it up again. Allie Smith attacks off the top of the net and downed. Point Pacers.
And that's number 7 for Allie Smith today. She leads the team currently. Good game for Smith so far.
Allie Smith, you can usually expect a good game from Allie Smith. I look forward to seeing the rest of her career here at USC Aiken. Emily Telon serves it up. Here's the set and the attack by Hostetler. Avery Macklin gets to it. Telon sets for Allie Smith again. Tipped off the blockers. Good diving dig from Hostetler to keep the point going. Oh, another good diving dig this time from Martinez. Sent on over by Allie Smith, and she just sends it a little too far, looking for that back corner, but out.
Yeah, made the effort there, did Smith, but just not able to make her mark. Sent it way out of bounds, just trying to get it over.
Lauren Hostetler serves, and she serves it out. Point Pacers. (15-13) your score. Very close match here in set 2. Set at the net. There's the attack. That sails out. Point Pacers.
That one hugging the line, just not hugging it tightly enough, it seems.
Smith on the serve, knuckleball serve, and it's a service ace for Allie Smith.
Smith leading the team in that category as well with 2 as the timeout is taken by Mars Hill.
And before we head to a break, I'd like to thank a couple more sponsors, including Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. Located at 129 Park Avenue Southwest in Aiken, South Carolina, Talk to Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance for their life, home, car, and business insurance needs. And, of course, Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, located off of Whiskey Road, run by USC Aiken alumni. Stop on into Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, where they'll always give you a good deal on your vehicular needs. And we are back, 17-13, halfway through set number 2. Pacers leading Mars Hill. Allie Smith still serving for the Pacers, just coming off of a service ace not too long ago. On its way. Mars Hill manages to get to it just in time. Kaiser sends it on over. Telon sets it up for Julia Forrester. And it just sails out, looking for that 1,000th kill, which will have to wait at least one more point for it. Mars Hill takes the serve now. Serve on its way from Griffin. Allie Smith, Telon sets for Carroll, who punches it on over. Kaiser on the attack, off the blockers and downed. Avery Macklin and Christine Carroll teaming up for the block there, and it's 18-14.
Excellent defense by the Pacers being shown throughout this match. And now Bonner will come on for the serve. And, you know, when we were talking to Coach Cox after last match against Augusta, he was saying that the reason that Bonner has been seeing more time has been because of her serve, and it's easy to see. She has an excellent serve.
And looking for that service ace again, but Kaiser able to send it on over, keep the point alive. Telon sets up for Macklin. High into the air, Hostetler keeps it going, and the overpass on its way. Ooh, that almost went out, but Allie Smith got to it. Avery Macklin attacks, and she puts it into the back corner for the point.
Beautiful kill by Macklin. She just softly tapped that one over, and the Lions had no chance, and now Bonner will head back to serve once again. And her serve isn't an extremely powerful one. It's beautiful. It has like a curve to it. It's really nice serve.
Hostetler meets the serve, set up at the net. There's the attack off the blockers and down. Allie Smith couldn't get to it as it was right at her feet. But Mars Hill will take the point and retake their serve. A little confusion there on the changes. Abby King coming on out to serve for the Lions. Serve on its way. Allie Smith receives. Telon sets. There's Alicia Hines' attack, and she finds the back corner for another point.
Beautiful effort by Hines, just dropping it right where it needed to be. Once again, just absolutely dominant out there so far. She's been excellent in this match for the Pacers.
Kayla Duggan on to serve now. 20-15 the score. Sent on over by Mars Hill on the attack. Telon set up for Julia Forrester. Kept alive. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Forrester bump set. Hines keeping it going. High in the air. Allie Smith sending it in. King sets it up. Smith receives it on the dig. Telon sets for Hines. Dug up high into the air. Hostetler for Kaiser. Julia Forrester digs. Telon sets. Forrester on the attack again. Off the blockers, but kept alive. Attack. And it's out. Point Pacers. Duggan serving again with a 21-15 lead. Hostetler receives the serve, set by King. There's the attack. Duggan digs it a little awkwardly, but it's kept alive. Forrester sends it on over. Griffin gets the dig there. The attack blocked at the net by Hines. Good dig there by Griffin, though. Attack from Kaiser. Martinez digging it this time. Telon sets up for Hines. Dug by King. Bump set. There's the attack. Duggan digs. Telon sets it again. Julia Forster attacks! And she's going to get it. There's the 1,000th kill for Julia Forster.
Number 1,000 in front of mom and dad. Excellent achievement for Julia Forster. Congratulations to her.
So Julia Forster, another match to remember with that 1,000th kill. And right after that, Mars Hill comes up with a kill of their own, beating out Rebecca Martinez, 22-16. Serve on its way from Kaiser. Telon sets for Hines off the blockers. Telon reads it though. Martinez bumps set for Julia Forster, who ends up putting it into the net. Not the way you want to follow up your 1,000th kill is.
Definitely not.
22-17 now. Kaiser serving again. Martinez receives it. Telon sets it up for Forrester, and Forrester sends it out looking for that sideline. Just missed it by a couple inches, though.
Made a nice, solid effort for it and came really close. Just put a little bit too much behind it.
Serve on its way. Allie Smith gets it. Telon with the set. Duggan attacks now. Griffin able to dig it, though. King with the set. Tipped on over. High into the air. Martinez with the bump set for Julia Forster. Off the blockers. Hostetler gets to it. King now with the set. There's the attack. Duggan with the dig this time. Telon tips it on over. Ooh, good job there by Griffin to keep the point alive. Telon again sending it, looking for that back corner. Mars Hill keeps it going, and they put it right off the antenna on the attack by Hostetler, and that's a point for the Pacers. Julia Forster sends it on in with the serve. At the net, slammed down by King for the kill.
Well, King had some air underneath her on that when she got up there to make that play.
That was just a really good kill by Abby King. Serve on its way from Mars Hill. Duggan receives it. Telon with the set. Allie Smith attacks. Dug on out. High into the air. King sends it back on in. Sent on over by Kaiser. Attack from Allie Smith. Dug on out. King again gets to it. Kaiser again attacks. Martinez gets the dig there. Sent on over by Forrester. Mars Hill corrals it in their own end. Attack from Hostetler off the blockers and down. Point for the Pacers. Set point USC Aiken 24-19. Rebecca Martinez looking to shut this one down quickly. Serve received.
Does.
Sent on over. Duggan gets the dig. Telon with the set. Christine Carroll with the attack. Kept alive. King sets it on up. There's the attack. Allie Smith gets the dig this time. Telon set up for Allie Smith again. Good dig there by Mars Hill. King with the set at the net. Hostetler attacks Martinez. Good dig high into the air. Telon with the set. Here's the attack from Julia Forrester, and she'll get the kill for 1001 and for the set. Pacers take this one 25-19 as we'll take a short break. Heading into set number 3, Pacers up 2-0. And welcome back to the Convocation Center. Marcus Johnson along with Jordan Phillips. Pacers versus Mars Hill going on right now. First game of this 2-game day for the Pacers.
Yeah, we'll have 4 games in total that we'll be broadcasting. Of course, the Tusculum Pioneers picking up the win. Oh, excuse me. Actually, no. It's set number 3. I forgot. They do their stats differently. And so it says whoever's in the lead
has one set. Yeah.
So it's 2 sets to 0, and the Pioneers lead the Jaguars in that match.
And Pacers lead this match 2 sets to 0 as well over the Mars Hill Lions. Mars Hill looking to make a fight back. Pacers looking to shut it down quickly. Mars Hill serves it on up. Telon sets it up. Christine Carroll's going to have to bump it on over with an overpass. Set at the net. Here's the attack by Kaiser. Into the net, and Telon can't manage it. And Mars Hill strikes first for their very first lead of the day.
Yeah, Telon whiffed on that one, had a chance to make the play, just unable to get underneath it.
Serve on its way again. Duggan receives it. Here's the attack from Smith off the blockers and down. And Mars Hill gets the kill, or gets the point, I should say. So 2-0 early. Mars Hill coming out the gate strong. Telon sets it on up. There's the attack from Julia Forrester. Mars Hill keeping it in play. The attack from Kaiser off the hand of Forrester wrong, and it's another kill for Mars Hill.
Yeah, the pace is not firing on all cylinders coming out of the break, but still plenty of time to right the ship here, only down by 3.
Duggan digs it out. Telon shovels it over for the campfire kill. Not going to happen, though. High into the air. Duggan attacks this time. Set at the net. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Kept alive. Martinez bump sets it for Allie Smith off the top of the net. Kept alive, though. Mars Hill sets up. There's the attack from Johnson. Kept going by the Pacers. Sent on over. Good dig there by Kaiser this time. Sent on over. Martinez receives. Telon sets. Allie Smith attacks, but she runs into a blocking duo of Sally Ann Johnson and Victoria Kaiser. They were just a wall there.
Yeah, she ran right into a brick wall. No chance to make that play.
Mars Hill off to a 4-0 lead. Julia Forrester receives the serve. Christine Carroll attacks. Kaiser able to run up and meet that. Sent on over. Martinez digs. Telon sends it on over, looking for that back corner. Doesn't find it, but she does find Kaiser, and she will get the kill for the first point for the Pacers.
And the Pacers finally on the board, and now they'll have to start their run and get back into this one.
And Emily Telon will serve. Sent on over. Stetler receives. Now she attacks off the blockers and down. Point Pacers. Good block there from Macklin and Carroll. Cuts the lead in half. Telon serving again. Hostetler receives it awkwardly, and it's going to be a service ace for Emily Telon.
Just like that, the Pacers down by 1.
Usually look to Emily Telon to get a couple service aces on the day. One of her specialties. Serve on its way. This time Hostetler receives it. Sent on over. Martinez. Telon. Macklin off the blockers and down, and that's going to be a point for Mars Hill. Some good blocking coming up from the Lions here in set 3. Lauren Hostetler will serve. Telon with the set from Macklin, who punches it on in. Set here by the Lions. Forrester able to get the dig. It sends back over to the Mars Hill end, and they're going to make the Pacers pay for that one. Elizabeth Kaiser coming up big with that kill. And Mars Hill now again with a 3-point lead on the Pacers, 6-3. Hostetler serve. Forrester. Telon looking for that back corner. Picked up by Mars Hill, though. Kaiser sends it over. Martinez gets the dig. Telon bumps set. Here's the attack from Julia Forrester. Dug on out. Here comes the attack from Kaiser. Telon with the dig. Martinez sets it up. Avery Macklin tried to get the attack on through. Telon setting it up again for Macklin. And that one's just going to sail out. No, they're going to say it landed in. Point for the Pacers. Ellie Smith on the serve. Picked on up by Hostetler. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Martinez manages to dig it on out. Thielon sets it up for Julia Forrester, and Forrester splits the defenders for the kill.
Beautiful play by Forrester. Saw a huge gap in that defense and just put it right where she needed to.
Smith again on the serve. Set at the net. Johnson tries to attack and meets the blockers. Kept alive, though, by Hostetler. Overpass on its way. Martinez digs it out. Thielon with the bump set for Julia Forrester, who taps it over the blockers, but Kaiser was right there to get to it. Now Kaiser attacks, and she finds the back corner. No, you're going to say it just landed out. I thought it nicked the back corner, but no, Mars Hill, I think they kind of got robbed on that one. The Pacers will take the point, however, and tie it up at 6 points apiece. And Mars Hill takes it right back as Allie Smith's serve just goes out. And it's 7-6 Lions. Mary Kay Griffin back to serve. Allie Smith receives it. Thielon with the set for Forrester, who taps it on over. Good dig there by the Lions. Kept alive. Kaiser sends it over. Dug out by Martinez. And it is a point for Mars Hill. Ball handling error, the call on the Pacers. Serve on its way. Picked up by Allie Smith. Thielon sets it for Macklin. And Macklin will get the point as she beats the libero Griffin. Gets it back to 1 point away.
She launched it right at Griffin and said, if you can think you can save it, go ahead and try. Griffin could not. That was an excellent play by Macklin.
And Bonner back out to serve. Serve on its way. Kaiser gets to it. Set. Now Kaiser coming for the attack. Has to back up to get it. Almost gets the kill anyway, but it's kept alive by the Pacers. Forrester sends it over. Set at the net. Here's the attack. Allie Smith trying to keep it alive, and nobody was there to really get a good clean handle on it, despite the effort from Allie Smith and Julia Forrester. So another point for the Lions. Abby King will come on, and she will go back to serve for the Lions now. Mars Hill leading 9-7. And the serve on its way. And it sails out. Point Pacers. Kayla Duggan going back to serve for USC Aiken. Hostetler receives the serve, set up by King. There's the attack, blocked at the net, kept alive. Kaiser sending it on over. Here's the attack, well, tip-over attack almost. Thielon sets it up for Alicia Hines, and Hines finds the back line for the point.
And another nice kill from Hines. She's doing fantastic. 5 kills on the day.
And Pacers have knotted this one up at 9 points apiece now. Kayla Duggan still serving. Griffin able to receive it. Set by King. There's the attack. Martinez gets a bit of a dig on it. Forrester sends it back into play. Duggan bump over. King setting it on up. There's the attack. Martinez again with the dig. Allie Smith bump sets it for Duggan, who sends it on in. Griffin gets the dig there. King sets it up. There's the attack by Kaiser. Duggan sends it back on into the center part. Sent over and down. A kill for the Pacers. Allie Smith. And USC Aiken has taken the lead now, 10-9.
That'll be their first lead of the set. That was a nice job by Allie Smith. I don't think she necessarily intended to get the kill on that play, but she'll certainly take it, and so will the Pacers the lead now.
I'm sure if we ask her, she'll say she did. Martinez. Thielon. Attack from Hines. Good dig there from Griffin. Set up by King. There's the attack, and it's out. Off the tips of the Pacer blockers, and that will be a point for Mars Hill. Elizabeth Kaiser serving now. Martinez rushes up to meet it. Telon sets it on up. Allie Smith attacks, and it goes off the net. She had enough force behind that to roll it over the top of the net, and she will take the kill.
Yeah, not pretty, but the Pacers will take it.
Forrester serving now. Kaiser receives the serve. King with the bump set. Here's the attack from Hostetler. Duggan, Telon sends it over. Good dig there by Griffin to keep it going. King sets it up. There's the attack. Blocked at the net and down. That's a point for the Pacers. Blocked from Allie Smith, and I believe Alicia Hines teamed up with her there.
I believe you are right, and you are. They're each with 3 apiece.
And a timeout coming up from Mars Hill. It's 12-10. Just about to enter the halfway mark of set number 3. Pacers leading 2-0 over the Mars Hill Lions. And welcome back to the USC Convocation Center. Marcus Johnson alongside Jordan Phillips bringing you the volleyball action between USC Aiken and Mars Hill in this SAC PBC crossover tournament.
This third set has been pretty competitive. 12-10 your score, but it hasn't always been the Pacer lead.
And that's going to be a service ace for Julia Forrester, extending that Pacer lead to 3 now. And you're right, Mars Hill came out of the gate real strong early on in this third set, but the Pacers have fought their way back. And Julia Forrester serves it again. Griffin, King set. Here's the attack off the blockers. Martinez digs it. Telon sets it up for Allie Smith off the blockers and down. And I just barely missed it. Couldn't make the save that time. The Pacers getting another point there, 14-10. Set by King. There's the attack from Hostetler, and it sails out. Point for the Pacers again. Pacers trying to run away with this one as best they can.
Let's go, Marcel. Keep it up, girls. Let's go.
Julia Forrester serving again. Griffin gets it. Set by King. There's the attack, and that's going to be a kill. Duggan couldn't receive it properly. Good kill from the Lions to get the serve back on their end and stop this Pacer run. Rebecca Butler back to serve. She was the one who got that kill to stop the Pacers from running away with it. And now she'll serve it again, trying to make a run of their own. Telon sets for Hines. Butler couldn't dig it properly as it goes way into the air and all the way out. And the Pacers get the serve right back. Martinez now serving. Going out by Kaiser. Here's the attack off the blockers, and Telon couldn't dig it out. And it's going to be a point for Mars Hill. Spurgeon getting credited with the kill there. And she'll head on off now. Take a short breather.
And don't look now, but Martinez is only 4 digs away from beating her own personal record for digs in 3 sets if this match, or if this set does indeed go to the Pacers here.
And Carroll decides to send it on in looking for the back corner, but she just missed it. That's a point for Mars Hill. Barron Brooks serving it up. And it serves out. It's a point for the Pacers. Serve on the way from Emily Telon. Butler receives it, set at the net. Here's the attack from Johnson. Smith read it though. Telon sets up now for Kelsey Sperlin. And that's going to be a kill for Kelsey Sperlin. Mars Hill just couldn't corral it properly. Sperling comes into the game and immediately makes her name heard.
Yeah, she makes her presence known. Good for her to get a kill here in front of her parents. Awesome job.
Set at the net. Here comes the attack from Hostetler. Forrester gets the dig there. T-line with the set. Carroll with the attack. Dug on out by Butler. And Kaiser's attack is blocked by Christine Carroll. A solo block for Carroll, who denied any room there.
Oh, man, you could feel the vibrations in the floor off that one. That was crushing by Christine Carroll.
T-line serve on its way, and it's a service ace for Emily T-line as Hostetler couldn't hold on to it properly. Didn't get a good reception. And now it's 20-13, and a timeout coming up from Mars Hill as the Pacers closing in on closing it out here in set number 3. And we are back. 20-13 your score. Emily T-line back to serve still for the Pacers. T-line serve on its way. And it's out. That's a point for Mars Hill. Hostetler serves. Set by T-line. The attack by Carroll is down, and that's a kill for Christine Carroll.
And that's number 5 on the day for Carroll.
And I'm going to wipe up a little bit of moisture that got on the court. Allie Smith serving for the Pacers. And Natalie Peralt coming onto the court now. Take the place of Julia Forrester. Allie Smith serve. Set. And there's going to be a ball handling error. And it's going to be a point for the Pacers. Allie Smith again with the serve. Hostetler gets to it this time. Here's the attack from Kaiser. Kept alive by Allie Smith on the dig. Natalie Peralt on the attack, but it is blocked. The duo of Ellen Davis and Victoria Kaiser coming up with the block there. That makes it 22-15 Pacers. Mary Kate Griffin back on out, and she'll go back to serve. T-line with the set. Kelsey Sperlin attacks, and it just misses the back line. That'll be another point for Mars Hill.
Yeah, it was a beautiful attack by Sperlin. If that would have just had like just a little tiny bit less power on it, that would have been gorgeous.
Griffin again on the serve. Addie P gets the reception. Christine Carroll tips it on over. Dug out by Griffin. Here comes the attack from Kaiser. Martinez. T-line. Attack from Carroll, and she misses the back corner. That'll be another point for Mars Hill. Now only trailing by 5, 22-17. Griffin again. Peralt receives. Sperlin on the attack off the blockers. Griffin gets the dig, though. Set up near the net. Here's the attack from Kaiser. That splits the Pacer defenders, and that'll be a point for Mars Hill. Creeping their way back into it.
They are indeed. They're making their presence known. They're letting the Pacers know they're not going down without a fight. I think that's going to be the story of this tournament for the Pacers. They're going to have to really put these teams away. These are not pushover teams.
And Peralt's attack just misses the back corner again. And it's 22-19 now. Griffin again on the serve. Martinez receives. Telon sets it up for Carroll. And now Carroll will come up with the kill there as she beat the dig. 23-19 now. Pacers making some changes. Hines coming out onto the court, and Duggan going back to serve. And I'm sorry, not Duggan. Bonner going back to serve.
While we have a chance, we'd also like to say congratulations to Kayla Duggan, who set her career high in digs today, by far.
Almost a service ace from Bryn Bonner. Kept alive by the Pacers. Peralta attacks, gets through the blockers, dug on out by Hostetler. Here's the attack from Kaiser, and she put that right in Emily Telon's face, who could only protect herself. Looks like Coach Cox looking for a ball handling or a net violation call there. Not going to get it, however. 23-20 the score. Mars Hill right back in it. This match far from over. Abby King serving it now. They're on its way. Ellie Smith receives it. Telon sets it up for Alicia Hines. Hostetler gets to it. King sets it on up for Kaiser. Kept alive. Natty Peralta able to get to it. And this attack is just out. And Mars Hill fighting it away slowly but surely, 23-21.
They are. They're battling hard in this set.
King on the serve again. Martinez receives the serve. Telon sets it up for Kelsey Sperlin off the blockers and down. And it'll be a point for the Pacers, and it is match point USC Aiken, 24-21. Kayla Duggan back to serve. Kelsey Sperlin comes off the court. Set at the net by King. Here's the attack from Butler, and she tips it over the blockers to get the point. And the serve comes back to the Mars Hill side, 24-22. Elizabeth Kaiser will serve it now. Looking to make a run here. Ellie Smith receives the serve. Telon sends it over looking for the campfire kill. Kept alive, sent up. Hines slams it down, and that will close out the set and close out the match.
And an exclamation point kill by Alicia Hines that time. Just violent with it. Beautiful job by Hines to close out the match.
Took advantage of a mistake, and that closes things out here for the first match of the SAC PBC crossover tournament. We will be back in just a little bit. I guess, maybe a couple hours, I'd say. When does the next one start?
It starts at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yep. So 4 o'clock, the match between USC Aiken and Tusculum will begin, and then Augusta will play Mars Hill when they're finished up there. So the Pacers take this one by a score of 3-0. I'm Marcus Johnson for Jordan Phillips. Thanks for sticking with us, and we will be back in just a couple hours.